today. Do you think the Clemson secondary is a little bit overlooked in terms of the overall scheme and the way that you guys were able to play defense last year?
Yeah, I believe so. In the secondary, we make a lot of plays. I know the front seven, they dominate as well, but a lot of people slept on us. Because of one game, I believe, last year, South Carolina. But when we lined up every game after that, I think we proved to them that we had a good secondary.
Scheme-wise, were you doing more step kick stuff? Were you doing a watch and mirror sort of thing, or were you doing both?
I switch up my game depending on who we playing, the receiver I'm playing. If we're going to play aggressive, mirror technique, depends on who I'm playing, down and distance, formations, it all depends.
In terms of teams that you've met with, have you met with the Miami Dolphins?
I talked with them, but I think I have a formal with them tonight.
How about the Kansas City Chiefs? Have you had a formal or talked to them at all yet? How fun would it be to play on a defense like that with a really good offense?
I love to play the Kansas City Chiefs. I can see myself playing there in that defense, fitting in that scheme. Good players. They have a lot of good players, good front seven. I feel like I go there, I dominate.
Have you met with them yet?
I believe so. If not, I have a formal with them. I had so many, I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Speaking of the Chiefs, former teammate Dorian O'Daniel is also a Clemson Tiger. Have you spoken with him yet, and what has he told you?
I haven't spoken with him yet about Kansas City Chiefs yet, but nothing about football in the draft yet, but sometime I feel like I will.
Have you spoken with the...
No, I haven't talked to him about what to expect. Yes, I do, and I love to play in that system. It's a DB. They have a lot of great DBs. I love their scheme. I feel like I'm a corner that can fit in their defense.
Have you spoken with the Falcons at all this week?
Yes, I spoke with the Falcons.
Was it formal or informal?
A formal.
And how do you think that went?
It went really well. I believe the coaches was impressed. I impressed them. Just went in there, and I was being me. I talked to them, told them my story, told them about how I played, and that was about it.
Have you talked to Lamar about his rookie season? I know you guys talk pretty often, but what did he do? Like, how do you help you prepare for?
He just tell me he know I'm ready. He know I'm gonna dominate. It's nothing I never did before. I'll go out there, do the drills, run the 40, just something that's typical for us. That's all he told me, just go out there and dominate, just be me. Talk to him almost every day.
What do you think of his rookie season?
He had a good rookie season, coming in, being a replacement quarterback, making a lot of plays. He had a great season.
Looking forward, I guess, to finally play against him again in your career, or for once you want to be on the same team?
I love to be on the same team with him, but if it comes down to us playing against each other, that'll be good as well. We did it our whole lives since we was 5 years old.
Trayvon, have you had any formal interviews this week?
Yes, I had a lot of formals.
Okay, a couple of teams that you could just name off the top of your head?
Patriots, Falcons, the Rams.
Any consistent questions that you're getting or things they're wanting to talk to you about?
Most coaches is bringing up my film, watch film, go over plays, and just tell me what I was seeing, what type of technique was I using, why was I using that technique, what made me do certain things, as far as looking back for the ball. The coach, I know they told me about their defense, and we went out with our film. I had to tell them about their defense again. So it's been some consistent good things.
Obviously, I know they probably know your strengths, but are there any things that any questions they're asking, maybe not weaknesses, but concerns on that you put on tape that they're wondering that you're asking about?
Well, it's not as many times where they see me where I can play the ball. A lot of quarterbacks haven't contested me as well during my college career. Sometimes as far as finishing through the plays and maybe getting my head around and playing low, using the right hand to jam when the receiver releases right or left.
Will you run tomorrow with the 40?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Do you have a goal in mind that you're trying to hit?
Yeah, I do have a goal.
And keep that to yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you bench today?
I ain't bench today. I'm bench at Pro Day.
A Pro Day? Okay.
Yep.
For fans who haven't watched you play before, how would you describe your game?
I'm an aggressive corner. Like to play physical. Like to use my feet and hands to my ability. Stop receivers, slow them down. Try to mess up the timing between the receiver and the quarterback.
If you had to pick between getting a pick six at home to make your home crowd go crazy or a pick six on the road to make them go silent, which one would you rather do?
Pick six on the road, make the crowd go silent.
it looked like you improved a lot in terms of ball skills in your last year. Is that something that you intentionally improved on, or was there something that you thought was a bigger sort of improvement for you over your last year?
That's something that I focused on, my ball skills, staying low, playing with good technique, using my hands, doing the spring, the summer, kind of dialed in to do those things that make me have a dominant season.
Did you play wide receiver in high school?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. How much does that help? Looking what you did in college and now knowing what you're going to see.
I believe it helped me a lot, just knowing receivers and their releases, quick receivers and big receivers and alignments, and what to expect. I think it helped me.
Are you hearing first or second right now, or one more the other, one round more the other?
And I'm in both.
You're both.
First, early second.
What was it like growing up with Lamar Jackson?
Say that again.
What's it like growing up with as cousins with Lamar Jackson?
It was awesome. Good level of competition, playing against each other. He's always been a great athlete. Same thing he's doing now, he's been doing since he was 5 or 6 years old.
You guys always out there playing together? You guys move kind of nearby, didn't you?
Yeah, we always played against each other. Never played on the same team. Only time we played together when we was young was all-star games. That's the only time we played with each other.
Who was faster back then?
Never really raced each other, but we were both fast. I know that for sure.
The leadership, a lot of guys, including you, and then a lot of ones up front, obviously, at Clemson are gone. Who do you see, maybe a couple of names that could step up as leaders of the unit this season?
A.J. Terrell is one. Tanner Muse, Denzel, Niles Pinckney. The offense, I'll say T. Higgins, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Amari Rogers, Jermaine Aker.
A lot of players have difficulty transitioning into the NFL with the larger playbook as well as the terminology. Has that been difficult?
Playbook's never been difficult for me. I can handle it.
How close was Isaiah coming out? I mean, was there a point where you thought, all right, I think he might come out?
I wasn't sure, but I felt like he had in his mind probably that he was thinking about probably coming out, if it was up to me to say.
Trayvon, who's your agent and where have you been training?
My agent is Kevin Connor out of Atlanta, Universal Sports. Been training at Michael Johnson Performance, Dallas, Texas.
Is there anybody else at the Combine that you've been training with?
Michael Jackson I train with. Gary. Nicole Hartman from Georgia. Jonathan Abram.
With the on-field work tomorrow, what are you most looking forward to proving to teams?
I'm going to go out there and dominate everything tomorrow. From drills to 40, everything, I'm going to dominate it.
With the Chiefs taking Dorian O'Daniel last year, what would it mean for you if you guys became teammates again?
That'd be a big deal. Being with Dorian, just knowing how he play, know how I play. I know what he brings, I know what I bring. Just our mentality, playing from Clemson, and our standards that we lived up to there, that would have carried on to Kansas City.
How interested are you in terms of leadership? Dexter yesterday said that you were one of the leaders on defense.
Yeah.
Where did you sort of develop that, and how do you go about exuding leadership?
I believe I developed that from my team and the coaches, just having a mindset every day to dominate, holding other people accountable as well as myself, coming out with an edge every day, making sure everybody's doing what they have to do, being on time. That's how you earn that trust to be a leader.
Do you think your durability is often lost in all of this, the fact that you played every game?
No, I don't believe so. I prepare for everything, every moment.
You got your former secondary mate, Mark Fields, right over there. Some guys at the Senior Bowl thought that he was the best senior cover corner in the Southeast. Wasn't always on the field, but what does he bring to what would he bring to an NFL roster?
Mark, he's very fast, great cover guy, plays with great technique. So bringing to the NFL, I know he's going to be probably one of the best cover guys that an NFL team could have. He's very athletic, he's fast, he's flexible. He uses great technique. You know how to use technique. Receivers can't run by him.
A lot of people are kind of projecting him as a nickel back since he's 5'10", 5'11", but is he good enough in coverage to play outside?
For me, I believe he can play nickel and corner because he's so athletic and fast. And nickel would be a perfect position for him to play if it was up to me. How he can cover, just so he's just fast.
How do you see that corner position opposite of AJ shaking out this season, the one that you vacated?
I believe it'll be well. They just gotta be ready, be prepared, focus, just know what to do, pay attention to details, watch film. Because they all athletic, they all can play. It's just who's gonna step up and be a difference maker.
Do you think Kyler and Mario have cross-trained enough at both sides that either one of them could potentially win that job?
Yeah, they can. Lee, he probably can as well.
Yeah.
Lee, he's athletic.
We didn't seem like when you would come off the field last year, which wasn't hardly at all, but it would be either Mario or Kyler that would go in, and not necessarily Anthony. Where is that next jump that he has to make in order to be a regular contributor?
Just confidence. That's all it is confidence. For me, that's what I believe. Just got to be more confident because he can play.
Is it confidence in his ability or knowing the playbook and Venable's defense?
Just knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Once you know what to do, anybody can play. Just got to know your playbook, know what you have.
How many hours in a week leading up to a game would you say you spend in the film room? And who is the hardest person to cover?
Film, maybe 13, 14 hours. The hardest person to cover on our team?
No, I would say opposing team. Both. Why not?
I would say the hardest person to cover, but a great receiver that I was facing is number 6 from Alabama. It's pretty good. It's a real good receiver.
Just wonder, the experience playing Alabama, what was it like to as a quarterback? What's it like facing a guy like that?
It's a great experience. Tua's going to be a first-round draft pick. He's a very smart quarterback. He's fast. He know how to pick defenses apart. But for us, we was just ready. We had the mindset of winning.
How were you guys so successful against him, I guess?
Because we play with each other. We play with love, passion. We prepare. We prepare for Furman just like we'll prepare for Alabama. We don't change nothing that we do. Put in the time.
Was there something you guys noticed in tape that you were able to exploit with him?
Yeah, I would say, but I just feel like after all, it was just our mindset and how ready and prepared we was.
Trayvon, I have a silly one that I've been asking all the corners today. If you had to cover one animal in man-to-man, what do you think would be the hardest one to cover?
Cheetah.
And why the cheetah? I have a guess.
Fast.
Gotcha. Also, I know you were just being, sorry if you already answered this about Alabama, but was there anything about the way that Clemson has recruited DBs? It seems like with a real emphasis on that position that helped you guys, like just like the way your roster was built to go up against a team like Alabama that had so many star receivers?
No, I wouldn't say that. Because Clemson, we don't typically get all the 5-star, 4-star guys. So I wouldn't say that.
Do you think that with the success that, do you see Clemson evolving in any way, changing in any way as it starts to recruit at that higher level?
Yeah, we'll grow because lots of teams probably still sleep on Clemson. I don't feel like we fit the level of competition, which we've showed over the previous years that we can compete with anybody, SEC, ACC, don't matter who it is.
Does that give you a chip on your shoulder and make you a stronger player?
Yeah, it does. It always did. The whole season it did. But we knew what we was capable of doing.
You guys have definitely put some DBs in the league, but maybe not some of the topper round guys until maybe yourself. But Clemson, I mean, the way they're recruiting DBs, it's definitely been an uptick recently. They've signed a 5-star guy this past cycle. Do you think that your success in the draft and the combine, in the league, can open up to DB recruiting, reaching you to even higher level?
I believe so, most definitely. But that's what attract most of the athletes. A lot of people get recruited. Sometimes they just go by the big name of schools that they believe got all the success, but don't really know that's not really what it's about.
So go back to your recruiting process. I mean, what led you to Clemson? It was like FSU and LSU at the end?
Yeah.
Okay. And why?
What led me there was Coach Brent Venables, his coaching staff, how tough he was, kind of related to what I grew up around.
Thanks, Trayvon.
How'd you guys develop that championship program?
Just playing. We developed that by playing, having a sense of belief and love for each other. That's all it takes.